Hello everyone, it's Wulzy and welcome back to another Thoughts On video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Doodle by Glory and Hotocot. To get the footage in high detail and frame rate, I've had to use smooth fix and speed up certain parts of the recording to make it fit, so if some of the footage is time warping, then you know who to blame for the lag issues. I totally understand why the level isn't epic rated because of these problems, and I agree with it personally since it's not a good look for a beginner to the game to have, seeing a level lag so much, potentially even with low detail mode, since that only cuts it down to 100k objects. Although it's 230,000 objects, this level is a breath of fresh air from other art levels, as this is specifically a drawn style instead of a realistic style. Hotocot is quite a mysterious creator in the community to me because it's always been a speculation that he's a very young creator, and he makes some of the most abstract works I've ever seen at a very inconsistent rate, so it's very nice to see apart from him in the level. While the level doesn't seem to have any sort of theme, the visuals are very striking to begin with, as there are quite a few parts with outstanding gimmicks to their aesthetic. For example, Hotocot's ball part midway through the level is mind-blowing, as I've never seen the filling in effect executed in such a way to incorporate art. Elsewhere in the level, Glory uses a blank background to contrast nicely against the detailed artwork above it and make it feel more special, since it has a higher colour depth than the background behind it. As well as this, the blocks have a nice differentiation method to them, which casts the background colour behind the blocks, so that the art and the blocks don't collide with each other at all, and there's a subtle barrier between that doesn't take away from the aesthetic. This is really nice because Glory has made the gameplay clear without the use of glow, which could have potentially hindered his overall goal with the section. In this part, there are a few changes in the visuals that are also very subtle, which is the lights and the window turning on, and the orbs appearing to turn off as they are passed. Also, this section has a very eye-catching colour scheme that draws a lot of attention to the lighter colours, which allows Glory to emphasise certain areas of the art. The transition into the next part is a little patchy and random, but this is saved by the smooth moving overlays on the corners and the way everything moves onto the screen. This part, unlike the previous, uses glow to make each element blend together, which completely goes against Glory's initial vibes in the beginning, but it does look nice. To follow on to the Doodle aesthetic, Glory varies the obstacles that come at the player by using icons and different saws. He's really let his creativity shine in this level to branch into multiple different areas of art so that the level is as wide as possible in its visuals. Hotocot is a perfect fit for the level and uses a lot of dynamic structures and decorations, such as the bouncy blocks on the UFO and also the filling in effect that we saw earlier. It's very clear that Hotocot's goal in the level was to make the visuals constantly changing, and this is done very well, paired up with the transitions between each section. The transitions are a big highlight in the level because it's clear that there has been some kind of effort to link the parts together instead of a black screen. So these transitions redeem the level's quality a little bit that was lost in the lack of a theme, and it does in fact make the level feel a bit less random. Hotocot somewhat follows on from Glory's part by incorporating the space background seen in the ship part before his to be used in the blocks for his section, with some altered hue and variation. It makes the whole part a little bit more cohesive and shows that the two creators glue together well. Visually, the last wave section is my favourite part of the level, due to the sheer detail added into the artwork and the Easter eggs added in the text. There's a fantastic link between the backgrounds and the blocks so that they tie into one another, not in with each other. This allows each element to stand out individually, which makes it look nice. I just wish that there wasn't a pinwheel background because it looks quite basic and there was potential to add more since this part doesn't lag. The blocks have some assets around the edges which obscure the gameplay in the spider slightly, which I died to a few times. The level is very solid overall, and there are details added that make up for the lack of a theme. It's probably one of the most creative levels this game has ever seen, and it's definitely a standout level from the last couple of months. I'd love to see Glory continue this streak and finish Grid, but this is sufficient for now. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think and what I should put on this series next. Have a good day.